And we've arrived. We are staying this time just for the weekend, and we are at the Polynesian Village Resort, one of our absolute favorites. Oh, the gorgeous lobby. That is the Polynesian with the statue of Maui. Guest check-in is to the right. And you have Bou-Tiki over here to the left as you walk in. So here we are in the back of the Polynesian lobby, and you'll notice that we have our statue of Maui from the back. And if you look over to the left, you'll notice there is a large staircase, and that leads us upstairs in the Grand Ceremonial House. While you're going up the stairs, I do want to point out that somewhere in the image you see right now is a hidden Mickey. That one is an intentional hidden Mickey. If you see it, go ahead and say something down in the comments down below. When you get to the top of the stairs, you'll see the Ohana check-in for the Ohana family style buffet that they have been serving here forever. We recently returned, and a lot of people are very, very excited about that. We continue down the walkway with the Ohana. You can see the Ohana check-in down there. You'll see the Moana Mercantile. Moana Mercantile is where you can get like your sundries and small gifts. It's not quite as big as Bou-Tiki. Bou-Tiki is the main gift store here, but Moana Mercantile does have a good selection of shirts and toys and things for your family. You also have a lot of the DVC Club standard food that you can make in your room, plus wine and beer available. There's also some liquor back behind the counter as well, and they often have your sundries that you would need, like Advil or sunscreen or things of that nature, and some smaller cookies and other things in the other back corner. As you continue along, you can see that Moana Mercantile is back here behind me. And then you look over here and you have the monorail station, recently renovated, as they have fixed up this space for guests to be able to get on the monorail again. Very excited. The monorail station, freshly reopened, and we're gonna check it out, and looking forward to being able to do that. And then immediately to the monorail station's right, we have Kona Island. Kona Island is a small coffee stand that has some of the Joffrey's specialty for the Polynesian coffee, as well as some other small plates you can pick up. And then immediately next to that is Kona Cafe, the sit-down restaurant for this resort. Continuing on the path around the outside, you can see Kona Cafe here on to my right. This is the sit-down restaurant again for the resort. And then as I continue on, you can see Ohana and Tambu Lounge. And Ohana is currently seating for breakfast. And this is often a character breakfast with Mickey in Hawaiian attire and Lilo and Stitch. That has not restarted, but they are currently filling people in. It's basically all you care to enjoy breakfast. One of my favorite lounges on property is here at the Tambu Lounge has a drink called the Lapu Lapu, which is a pineapple drink where they core out a pineapple and fill it with rum and fruit juices, and Michelle loves it. I also recommend the Whiskey Breeze here, but the other thing that they carry is the Maui Brewing Coconut Porter. In all seriousness, one of my favorite porters in the world. It is absolutely one of the best, and they carry it here because it's the Polynesian. Ohana is here to my right. The ceremonial house bathrooms are right here next to me across from Ohana, and they're up the stairs, and then we have this staircase that leads down to the main floor again. When you get to the bottom of the stairs, you can see that that is the bottom of the lobby if you go around to the right, you'd see the back of the Maui statue. Here are the stairs that I just came down. And then off to my right is Captain Cook's. Captain Cook's is the quick service location here on property, and you can get the infamous Tonga toast here. A lot of people rave about the Tonga toast. I think it's pretty good, and I would highly recommend getting it. And when you go past Captain Cook's, you'll see this kind of It says to Luau Cove because in normal times there is the Spirit of Aloha dinner show. Highly recommend that as well. Michelle, I have gone to do that, and the food is very good, and the entertainment is incredibly talented. But you see this little inconspicuous little doorway here, and that is Trader Sam's Grog Grotto. Trader Sam's Grog Grotto is a themed bar here on property, and Trader Sam's Grog Grotto actually has drinks that are themed to the restaurant and will actually cause things to happen in the room. Currently not open because it's in the morning, but this is a really fun place to go. If you haven't had a chance to go into Trader Sam's, I highly recommend it. As soon as you step out that door, that was to my left of when you're facing Trader Sam's, is you have Trader Sam's Tiki Terrace. This is a bar on the outside. If you don't want all the antics and the noise, you can come out here and enjoy some drinks out here. There's a small window where you can pick up. It's very sunny in this direction, so my apologies for the glare, but you can see the pickup window there, and you have nice seating, and you have this lovely waterfall setting in the back, and it's playing some really great music. It sounds like a nice, like Polynesian arrangement of Caravan. That's pretty awesome. But this beautiful waterfall, and you have this nice space out here, and then you have the Trader Sam's Tiki Terrace bar. You can see some of the drinks that they have up there. All those drinks are available also in Trader Sam's, and a bunch of them create some antics inside the bar. I don't want to tell you which ones do it because I think that's kind of the fun of going into Trader Sam's, but you can get all the same drinks out here. So continuing on past Trader Sam's, and you actually have the back exit to Captain Cook's, where here is the rear entrance again to the Grand Ceremonial House. And when you walk along here, before you go in is the spot on property here at the Polynesian where you can get a pineapple Dole Whip, and that is here at Pineapple Lanai. Pineapple Lanai is this little window right here. It starts serving at 10 a.m. and you can get a Dole Whip cup as well as a Dole Whip rum float and just a float. That pineapple float, which has the pineapple Fanta in the bottom of it, and you can get it at this window starting at 10 a.m. until 9. And Pineapple Lanai is a nice little spot where you can pick all of that up, and then you can go back into the Grand Ceremonial House. We have now walked away from the Grand Ceremonial House. We have the Trader Sam's Grog Grotto's outdoor seating, and out here is the Polynesian pool. And the Polynesian pool is extremely popular around here, mainly because of this amazing splash pad. It has so many working little parts. You have the squirting towers, and you have the bucket dumpers, and you have the little slides. Kids love this pool. I have seen kids spending all day in it from time to time, which is impressive. And then immediately to the right, you see the full main pool. There are some smaller pools, but we're mainly doing the Grand Ceremonial House features today and a little bonus at the end, and we are going to continue on along the path to just kind of show you some of the great features right by the Grand Ceremonial House. Here's another great shot of the main pool. You'll see that the Grand Ceremonial House main entrance to the back of it is right there. I've continued down the path that goes along the right of the pool if you're walking away from the Grand Ceremonial House, and you can hear the boat pulling away. We're going to go over to the boat dock shortly so you can see that there is boat access to the Magic Kingdom as well as the other Seven Seas Lagoon resorts. And we are going to continue down this path, find the fun spots that are available here right behind the Grand Ceremonial House. All the way at the back of the pool, you will see that there is the hot tub. It has an amazing view of the Seven Seas Lagoon, just incredible. And it's often packed with people. So if you want to get a spot, you may want to make sure that you are at that spa right away to be able to do so. Because of that view, people just pack into that hot tub. We have now come to the end of the walkway that went past the right of the pool. You can see this is the amazing view you can get of the Magic Kingdom. There's Cinderella Castle in the center there, and then we have the Bora Bungalows, infamously the most expensive rooms on property. If you'd like to see a tour of one of those, I have one on my channel. I will link it down below. And as you can see, we have this white sand beach where you can sit out and enjoy the sun and the view. And you can actually see some of the ferry boats on their way in. And over here to my left is the ferry boat dock with the Grand Floridian behind it. Here is a shot of the Grand Ceremonial House pool from the back. you can kind of see that it overlooks Seven Seas Lagoon. And out there in the center is Discover Island. If you don't know what that is, you should look that up. There's some great features on that on YouTube. I highly recommend the ones from Bright Sun Films. Here out as well is our boat dock. I will show you how to access that shortly. And then over here you can kind of see there is a little pool bar. This pool bar is infamous for having some of the great drinks of the Polynesian, and I highly recommend getting them here. Here's another shot of the Barefoot Pool Bar, one of the best pool bars on property in my opinion. They have an amazing selection of drinks, and they also have a good amount of space, and it's on this amazing view, and you can look out over the water as you are enjoying your drink. Immediately to my left from the Barefoot Pool Bar is the entrance to the boat launch. You can follow that path out there, and as you can see, we have a boat pulling up. These amazing little boats are exclusive to this area and the resorts along this area, and they travel between the Contemporary, Wilderness Lodge, Grand Floridian, and then they take you to the Magic Kingdom, and they just cycle around all day long. They will also stop sometimes at Fort Wilderness, depending on the boat launch that you get, and it's just an incredible way to get to the boat. And as you look way out there, you can see one of the ferry boats, because the TTC is immediately next door to the Polynesian Resort, and there's one of the ferry boats heading to the TTC to take people to the Magic Kingdom. One of the last outdoor features I'd like to share with you is the Seven Seas Marina with the Mike Fink keel boats, and which is a reference to a ride out in Disneyland. And then you have the fishing excursions with boat rentals that are available here. Currently they're not available. They do have like the little Mickey Mouse boats, and they will let you rent those, and they have fishing boats, and they all kind of leave from these docks, and all of those are rented here when they're available. And it's just immediately around the pool. You can either come from that side entrance where I came from, Trader Sam's Grotto, or you can come from the Great Ceremonial House and walk all the way around the pool. That's up to you, but that is how you get to the Seven Seas Marina, so you can rent some of these boats. One last little feature of the Barefoot Pool Bar is that the Barefoot Pool Bar has these walk-up windows that you don't have to be in the pool to get to. So if you're not actually staying at the resort, which means you can't get into that pool, you can still get some of the great drinks. And they have, here is the menu right here. I highly recommend the Captain's Mai Tai or the Bloody Melee if you're interested in a good Bloody Mary. However, Michelle really likes the Niu Rita. Those are also excellent. And they, again, have that excellent selection of beer, wine, and sangria that they have at this pool bar. Just incredible. And they also have a pineapple smoothie, which is made with Dole Whip, and it's very good as well if you're looking for a non-alcoholic choice. These people are trained to be excellent at what they do. This is some of the best guest services help that we get. As you can hear, they greet you with aloha when you walk up. They will sometimes give you leis for arriving at the Polynesian. Just great service that comes from these people at the guest services desk. This is the main pickup area out here underneath the portico. The door is immediately behind me. You also have these beautiful waterfalls that are out here to add to the setting. They look like they have lava rocks. And then we have the main doors into the Polynesian Village Resort. So there you have it, folks. Here is my tour of the Polynesian Village House, Great Ceremonial House, and all the features that are available just in this small space. I hope to sometime do a full tour of the Polynesian Village Resort, and I'm looking forward to adding that onto the channel. But if you've missed it again, check out my Bora Bungalows or my Deluxe Studio Tour that's also available on the channel. And as I always say, I don't like to say goodbye because I'm going to see you real soon. So, see you, bye.